and Duck. We just got back from a run. Good to see y'all. I'm just going to enable some of the the chat messages so we can see all y'all. I just got back from a run. I feel absolutely cooked right now. Absolutely cooked. Let's do this. I'm gonna just do this. Did you like and subscribe? Sorry if I'm dangling around the mic. Dangling around the mic. It's Irie, baby. It's Irie. Let's do this. Okay. Start poll. Good to see y'all. Thanks for joining. Feel free to say hi in chat. I just got back from a run. We're going to be doing a little bit of exercise. This is my second fitness live stream coming to you live from somewhere, live from nowhere. But yeah, we're not doing anything like high intensity interval training. I might do a couple push-ups. I got to move my magic vacuum out of the way so we have some space. That's an interesting idea for you guys doing fitness. Anytime we see Hollywood, anytime we see the top influencers on Instagram and YouTube, we're always in such tight control of our environment. And even if we're not doing any like grown man weights, I've just got the 12-pound neoprene weights here. There's almost that urge or desire to control our environment. I've got to have, if I'm going to do some shoulder raises, if I want to make sure I'm settling in, not like a wrestler pulling it all the way back, but I just want to be able to settle in and get, let's do 2, let's do 3, let's do 4, let's do 5, let's do 6, let's do 7, control, not really stressing too much, not that I can't hold it up. That's not great for my shoulders. If I don't understand it fully, I'm not in control. I think I'm in control. That's the difference between Hollywood and here. Craig, Lord, good to see you. Butthole Sniffer, great name. Goblin, good to see you. No duh, good to see you. Jake Luster is back. I don't know who Jake Luster is, bro. I don't even know who Jake Luster is. We are trying, my friend. We're trying to get after it. I'm telling you, you could Google me, you could Google Ducks Y, and you could Google Jake Luster, and you're not going to find anything. I don't know why that is. I mean, not nothing, but something. Y'all know good days and bad days, all that other stuff. I just told everybody I just got back from a run in 110-degree weather here in Arizona. I've got this upcycled water jug that I'm going to do some lifting with. But right now, to me, boy, it looks much better to drink. Have a sip of water. Am I in control of my water faucet, my water bottle, my Gatorade, Powerade, sports drinks, recovery drinks, protein powder, whatever you do to get nutrition, whatever you do to get some sustenance. We see Hollywood. We see Michael Scott on The Office. We see Dexter Morgan on Dexter. See Shane and Rick on Walking Dead. Those guys are in, all the strong archetype main characters are in control. Colombiana. I don't know if y'all have seen Colombiana. I forgot what that chick's name, but she plays this like badass sort of assassin lady. It's kind of cool. Oh, chat, thank you guys for dropping in. Anybody who's watching right now, thank you guys for dropping in. I'll come say what's up to you guys in just a minute. I just want to get a little blood pumping. We're not doing anything too crazy. We're not doing anything that requires a parental advisory. We're not doing anything that, the Film Association would say rated R for audiences over 18. We're not doing anything NC-17. We're not doing any, you know, whatever they are, adult rated games, all that kind of stuff. This ain't OnlyFans, baby. This is YouTube. This is YouTube. These are good for you know, for some of my more Sigma Alpha guys in the audience, Sigma Alpha chicks, people, whoever you are. If you want the man maker exercise and you don't have a ton of time, you don't have a ton of weights with you, you know, these compound movements are really hard. You know, you can see when I've got my foot down, and when I drop, it's easy, right? It's a straight drop down. I'm trying to not keep too much tension on my knees. And then and you guys, this would be the shortest live stream ever. You know, I'm not trying to offer an excuse. I'm not saying I'm the strongest guy in the world, but what I'm telling you is that, you know, when I'm stabilizing and balancing, I just got back from a fasted workout, man. You gotta believe me, bro. You know, hands crossed, hands to God, man. Hands to whatever deity you believe in. I'm tired, bro. Liver King, what's up? Yeah, I'm a vegan, man. I don't do carnivore diet. Good to see you, though. Thanks for saying what's up, but I'm telling you that. Red Star, what's up? Oh yeah, baby. A little bit. We traveling? I'm not traveling around like that, right? Nah. All y'all getting that work in at a gym. All y'all getting that work in outside. All y'all getting the work in at mom and dad's house, whatever it is. Yeah, you know, a lot of people set grandiose goals, right? You need a perfect home gym. You need all this other stuff, right? I got echo in my audio, echo, all that stuff. I'm not trying to make it a badge of honor. It's just it's a useless observation. It's some kind of observation. I think so. But are you in a good government facility? I'm in a great government facility. People don't realize, you know, you heard about MK Ultra. You guys didn't hear about MK Beta. MK Beta was the CIA's ironic title for how they ship Sigmas. That's what I am, baby. That's what I am. Long words, baby. Long time. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We're just playing a little bit. We're not going to get too rigid, but, you know, I know a couple of the guys, a couple of folks, people in the audience who want to have good technique. They want good, balanced, even development. They want to know they're not wasting their time. They want to know the decision that led up to that exercise or movement isn't wasted. And so we're not picking up 40 pounds. Maybe I could. I'm not. Call me a beta, call me what you will, right? Call me the soy boy liver king. If that's what you guys want to do, I'm down. You know, and all I'm saying is that, you know, each one of these reps, we're getting those muscles nice and warm without telling my body what it's doing. I'm getting a couple good reps in. Ooh, I can really get that work in right there, baby. I can start that motion, start that tension. Oh. And I'm gonna tell my rice and beans. I'm gonna tell my hot dogs, my vegan hot dogs, what to do later, baby. Good to see y'all. Dakota Miller, good to see you. Homie, push-ups would build more muscle for you. Oh yeah, push-ups are an advanced exercise. That's a full body exercise. People doing push-ups are doing a full body workout. I apologize to absolutely no one. No one. I'll try to get a couple push-ups in. I'm not going to say I'm going to show you how I do push-ups, but yeah. You guys can go check out those calisthenics guys, right? David Goggins doing 5,000 reps in a day. We'll get a couple. right? You want to make sure you understand, you don't need to do it this way, but your belly can sink, your back can sink. You can also get it up. Make sure you have control down here, body saws. Oh, baby. Not great, right? Some of the big lifters are going to be tuning out. Shave yourself, lose the homeless look. Thank you, Coffee Pat. I appreciate you. Your buddy Duck gets done with a set. It's cool. No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. That's love. That's support. I like my beard. You can see it actually goes all the way down to about here. That's how long I've had it. So that's how long I've been hanging on to that one for. So so just awareness for some of you guys who do functional lifts, it's just a 40, but these types of exercises, even if I just do 5 reps per side or something, this type of big, stupid, anabolic, stupid lifts make us hungry, make us tired, they change our metabolism. Exercise is medicine, bro. Nah, dude. Exercise is just what it is. I look 45, man. All right. That's a subjective belief. I'm 35. I might look older than 45, 35, 85, 25. Yeah, hard to say. Difficult, man. I don't know. I haven't kept up with society all that much, right? Is this a Muslim beard? I don't know what a Muslim beard is. Islam is a religion. I don't know what a Muslim beard is. Islam is a religion. So, now, good to see y'all. If you guys want to like and subscribe, affirmative, good to see you. Raywas, do you feel like you're in good shape or trying to get in shape? I don't know. Probably not with anything fancy, right? Right now, the last couple of weeks I've been streaming and stuff, so trying to have energy and also not do nothing. I did a 4-hour stream last night. You guys have been awesome, by the way. I'll talk about my fitness again in just a second, but we've had 90,000 people watch. 90,000 people watch. 90% of our audience is over the age of 18. 90% and 80% of our audience is over the age of 25. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are just getting started or further along on your fitness journey, we're trying to create a space for everybody. 90,000 of you have made it possible. We've had 300 people hit that subscribe button. Small numbers, but it's really the quality, right? So good to see everybody in chat. Ellie on Roblox. Do you get so many baddies? I don't know. Watch this. Watch this. We're just going to take 8 pounds. So my fitness level, right now my cardio fitness isn't that good. Part of it is those stupid vaporizer pens they sell to people. Maybe some of it's discipline, will, state of mind, all those things, right? all of those things. Some people run into freaking, walls, whatever it is, but I think I've got like decently above average running form and stuff like that. I'm at a weird stage, right? The excuses keep on coming out, trying to answer this question of how fit I think I am. So you're trying to turn on, tricky one, cool. Yeah, that's just as good. Yeah, being gay is good, right? So that's cool. Good to see you. Try dumbbells, bro. Try dumbbells. All right, you guys want to do some wrestling shit? I'm not going to do dumbbells without, that white boy booty. Oh, god damn, man. A nice platform. Oh, too much. Too much. Unpredictable. This is how Eliud Kipchoge trained. Slow and controlled, baby. Hell yeah. You guys, you just want to, absolutely. So for the bodybuilders, this is 100% correct. Slow and controlled. You guys want to make sure you're understanding that you're working with at least 3 or 4 different major levers here. That's all it is. And so you're mindful of where you're creating tension, and you're aware of that lowest point and what the lever looks like at all those stages. You're aware of where you're getting that sort of lift from, where you get that lift from, bro. So for the bodybuilders, that's 100% correct. If you're not a bodybuilder, that is 100% inaccurate. So make sure you're working the full muscle group, paying attention. You're a little present. You know when to go, you know when to do more, you know when to call it quits, you know when to do a longer session. Goggins did 5,000 reps a day when he was starting. There's other guys like Tom Platz is famous for doing 30 reps, calling it a day. And whatever floats your boat, If you guys want to like and subscribe, I don't actually care. If anyone here wants to do a live stream tonight, I usually do sort of like politics, discussion, debate shows, philosophy, society, discussion, debate shows. We're trying to create an audience where you can talk to like-minded people, trying to get an honest opinion about things, right? Where else can you find that? You go to Fox News, people are like-minded, but they're talking about the same stuff. You go to CNN, maybe like-minded people, but there's not going to be a single audience a person in the audience that wants to do something with that. I don't know if that's fair for me to say, right? Finding great people, working on a cool thing. So like and subscribe. If not, I do these fitness sort of things. Maybe we'll get together for a little bit tonight. Who knows? You guys can see I'm absolutely dying right now. Oh, it is horrible. This is horrible. Yeah, just slow and controlled. Just look up, keep that head up. Keep your head up while you're working out. The other thing is you can just walk up to the weight, right? Just walk up to the weight. Walk up to the weight, stand over it, get on the other side of it, and see what your body feels like once you pick it up. Put it down. Stand to the side. If you've got a 4x4 space, like a spotted leopard, let's go check it out. Check it out. This is where we go for this. Pick it up, see how you feel. Get both arms going. I got something to do, no weight in this arm, but I got something to do. Whoops. Pick it up, see how you feel, see how you feel. See how you feel. That's it, right? That's it, that's it, that's it. I love your stream, Emperor. Good to see you. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for saying what's up. Good to see you. Fake Liver King, Alibaba Liver King. That's funny as hell, bro. Funny as hell. Yeah. I've seen ads for Alibaba and Temu and all that stuff. All that stuff. Oh, so sick, right? Yeah. If you guys don't take seriously advertisers, if you don't take advertising seriously, Temu, Alibaba, whatever it is, you're going to get taken under by it. You're going to get taken down by it, right? Welcome to capitalism. It's the world around us. What happened to Diddy? I don't know. Did Diddy plan his ability to have 3 charges dismissed? Was this part of Diddy and his lawyer's plan? Is this a normal defense strategy and it's just the case they didn't bring evidence, or did they work around to kind of paint this picture where, Diddy's adjacent, right next to, he's sort of tangential to this like actual sort of nefarious conspiracy, but he didn't really do anything? Who knows? There's victims. There's victims. We've got some folks talking about Italy. If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. We got Italy, we got Greek. Someone's asking if I am Jewish. All right, cool. I remember, I understand. Good to see you too. I'm North Korean. Anyone from Iran, Afghanistan, Iraq? Anyone from Kashmir, Pakistan? Anywhere in India, Calcutta, Bangladesh? We got any Qatarians, Yemens, any Egyptians? I know there's a grip of people from Egypt using YouTube. Good to see you all. I'm North Korean. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. If you're in North Korea, that's awesome. If you're working abroad right now, that's awesome. Peace to you guys. Yep, all that good stuff. God is the answer, and Jesus, his son, coming back again soon. Mimi Wunsch, thank you for saying that. I believe those are words meant for peace and kindness. So God bless you, ma'am. God bless you. Yeah, and just to play off of what Mimi said, God is the answer. Also, the peaceful message from secular folks alongside a lot of Christians in the world is that, like, look, maybe you're not pursuing dignity and social justice today, right? Maybe it's not until, 11:37 a.m. tomorrow or the week after. Always be aware that you can have an impact. You can live a great life 5 minutes at a time, 2 minutes at a time. So, absolutely accept it when people bless you if you want. And when people bless you and stuff, just remember you've got 2 to 5 minutes at a time. It's nothing drastic. You don't have to be doing, the 500-pound deadlift and 5-minute mile back to back. Back to back. Harris, good to see you. Avocado Ranch. I am hungry, boy. Not because of that username, but I'm hungry. Trim on the sides. Hell no. I'm not a degen like that. Respect to all my fuck boys out there. But y'all doing the, you tell an old man, right? Like me, right? An oldish man, look, I'm gonna put a white and black LA Lakers hat on, and I'm gonna shave the sides. And it doesn't matter, my name's Will, but you can call me Drake Jr., right? But respect to all y'all. Yeah, I'm 35. I'm not that young, right? I know Taking Back Sunday. I know Atreyu. Oh, Phil That Remains, that's on Tim Pool's show. Phil That Remains was 17-year-old banging on guitar when I was in high school. That guy's an old man. That guy is an old man now. Slow and controlled, slow and controlled, slow and controlled, slow and controlled. Oh, I was talking yesterday, what we talked about in terms of fitness is both creating that lever, but also knowing that position that that position that you start and end with so you can chain movements together. So not that big of a deal, you know, but for some of the guys working on rotations and stuff like that, you know, guys, folks, girls, whoever you are, folks with an X, you know, if you guys can get down, people new to athletic motions, only doing static weights, doing progressive overload, you know, fall like this and just do 1, 2, 3, 4, straight up, 5, just a little bit in front of your face, straight up, a little bit in front of your face. I'm not telling you to change the world. Do 4 or 5 reps, do 2 or 3 reps. If you're not twisting in your motions, that's easy. A good way to compress your spine, to get injured in your ligaments. It's a good way to introduce yourself to something new. Cubby cushy cubby gum. Beta Chaudhry. For my Indian motherfuckers in chat, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Sing and thank you for saying that. Let's go, champ. I appreciate that encouragement. That reminds me that I get to decide over my next 2 to 3 minutes the activities I participate in. Means I can think about doing something good for chat, right? Or I can just do what I'm doing and assume it all comes around eventually. Let's go. For all y'all just getting started, all y'all doing intermediate expert workouts, I want you all to know 2 to 3 minutes at a time is what builds that technique. It builds that work capacity. Do 20 push-ups and earn some muscle. A4, are we bulking today? I don't got to ask you guys, but do you guys know what I'm eating later? Maybe I'll drop 20 in a row. Maybe. Let's just see how we feel. I'll do some push-ups for A4 down there. Let's go. A4, do we need an A10? No, sir. Are we peaceful? Yes, we are, sir. Let's go. Real world. 20 push-ups, maybe. Let's go. Ow. 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 That's enough. What is that? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not the correct way. Coach me up, Yash. Yash Pathnik. How do we do it, baby? Who do I need to ask? Monty Python. It's been too long. I'm too hot and sweaty. I'm just going to be honest with you. MLG 143. Are you old school 50? What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. MK Ultra, MK Beta program. In effect, y'all. We're getting it after it. Out of respect for Andrew Bustamante and John Kiriakou, Sarah, whatever her name is, Sean Ryan. All right. All of America's favorites. All of America's favorites. Let's go. We're going to work inside our garage, outside. Keep it down, quiet. Let's go. Stay hard. Stay hard. I was at the grocery store with my burlap bag. And I looked down and I had put in 2 packs of vegan hot dogs. And I thought, this is maybe exceeding the weight limit because I already had almond milk. Then I looked at that strap. It looked back at me and I said, stay hard. You can't rip. You can't break. Who's going to carry them boats? Who's going to carry them hot dogs? Stay hard. Stay hard. Stay hard. All right. Let's go, baby. Oh. Oh yeah. All right. Let's go. Oops. Let's go, baby. Loosen up. Keep those arms nice and in, nice and in. Y'all doing light work. You know we do the same routine every day. We do similar movements without doing the same exact thing. So we've got 12 pounds for a deadlift, right? We can focus on our technique. I can put the weight outside of my body. Outside of my body. Go down slow, pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. I can put the weight inside my body. Pull it up. Make sure I can just let the weight hang where it should be. Put it over here. A little bit of that spinal rotation, right? If I'm here, I can just move to here. There we go. We'll switch sides, outside the body. Outside the body. Make sure I'm feeling that load up in my shoulders. Even though my arm's hanging nice and loose. Oh, whoa, whoa, baby, let's go. You're getting beaten the fuck out of right now. That's your boy. That's the brain going. That's me cursing. Good to see everybody. Anyone here who's caught a stream in the past, sorry if I'm not checking chat. I try to during these streams, doesn't always happen. Everyone new here, good to see you. If you want to like and subscribe, that's appreciated. Y'all can use that react button. Let me know if I'm going too far off, if I'm doing something else not good, or you can tell me to get bent, right? I was trying to think about what I'm going to say while I'm a little delusional, a little tired, doing a little work. But yeah, you guys catch another stream. Enjoy this one. Don't say anything. Make me work for it. If I'm building a YouTube channel, make you guys work for it a little bit. Make you guys work for 5 minutes of good work. 5 minutes of considering that, look, hey, maybe in the next 48 hours, you guys can catch a YouTuber talking about something that you guys like. You guys can watch a great show on Netflix or something, or on Amazon, on Freevee. I don't give a shit. Yeah, do something good. Break the routine just a little bit. Stay happy, stay comfortable, and go out and earn that work. Earn that real work, right? Don't mind the red pill haters. We ain't on any pill here. Maybe a little black pill, but we don't even know what that means. Hey, thanks, Dish. This is 60 exclamation point. I appreciate you. 15 military push-ups now. I don't know what a military push-up is. A military push-up. What's that supposed to be? What is that supposed to be? I don't even know. I don't know. What else? Yeah, absolutely. If you guys like talking politics and philosophy and stuff, feel free to hit the notification bell if you guys want to catch a stream. We ain't trying to grow that fast, but for 1 or 2 people that like talking in chat, you know, when I've got the phone in front of me, I mean, I try and do pretty good. Yay, Goopender, good to see you. David, good to see you. Bianca Ronson, bro, you look like Jesus. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm building it up. I'm building it up. Yeah, and just a last thing, last sort of self-plug, but folks doing YouTube on YouTube, we've had 90,000 people watch. Our percentage of female audience has risen from 18% to 25 to 26%. We're really excited about that. We're trying to be inclusive and create dialogue, right? Whether we're talking about Diddy or geopolitics, anyone can come hang out. We got a bunch of folks 65 and up who join. We got a bunch of folks 25 and up. We've got about 10% of our audience is 18 to 25. So, you know, not trying to be too much anything for everyone and everyone for anything, but we are working on it, right? Why are you yelling though? I don't know, man. Because I'm in my garage, right? My body is in that metabolic state to use a ton of energy. Yeah, sorry, man. Let me know if you guys think I shouldn't be yelling as much. Let me know in chat, guys. Let me know in chat. Turn your volume down. I'll turn my volume down. But like, one of us has to. That's all I'm saying is he didn't settle this, right? Not to be too gnar to the gnar, man. But we're still 50-50 on it, guys. Good ponders, stop following me. All right, Dante. All right, Dante. MK beta is in effect. We're going to get just a couple shrugs on both sides. Oh. What is that? What is bro doing? Is he a monster? Is he an animal? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Not in the nor, bro. Not in the nor, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh. Yep. All right. Flip, flip. Dun, 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 dun. Flip, flip. Drugs are bad, kids. Feel the heat stroke. Feel the stroke. Let's go, baby. Your mic is strong. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys are on YouTube, you don't need audio equipment probably until you have 2,000 subscribers. Learn about it. Don't even think about it. Just being completely honest to you, though. Yeah. All right. What's next? Let's go. Like and subscribe. Let me know what I can do to earn it. Let me know who needs to be here. Let me know who needs to be here, right? My job, if I'm the host here, if I have a leadership capacity for maybe 5 out of 60 minutes, my job's to tell you guys, get the fuck off my stream, right? Go find something that's better for you than watching me. If you guys feel like you're in an okay place, cool, I'm starting a cult. I'm just kidding. No, but let me know what you guys want to do next. Diet, how are y'all doing on diet? I goof on diet sometimes. I try and be good. You guys can see I'm not getting over into anything though. Let's go. I'm gonna take y'all inside. I don't think it's a good day. It's Sunday, right? The Lord says it's a day of rest. The secular folks, hey mama. The secular folks say Sunday is, what's it called? I don't know. I think it's like a magic flying spaghetti monster unicorn, you know, make cheesy pretzel bites or some shit. How long did it take for those muscles to show? Yeah, not long, right? You know, it depends. Everybody's a little different, right? Everybody's different to get your muscles to show and to show up and to show out. And obviously I'm not like as cut as some people. I'm not as big as some people. You know, I got a little bit of a runner's body, but for some people, you know, if you know, what I think like online coaches usually say 6 weeks to start seeing noticeable results or results someone else might notice if you're consistent. Maybe a little longer. Hey, JF, I appreciate you. I appreciate that. We ain't trying to be too handsome to anything. You know, I'm just saying we're just casual. We're just hanging out. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, yes. You know, so for people with aesthetic goals, you know, my main advice is, you know, on just the dietary front, if you don't have days where your metabolism is fully working in the order it's supposed to, you know, meaning clean foods, you know, whole foods, that kind of stuff. You know, I'm vegan, but you know, when the vegan version of chicken and broccoli is like, you know, rice and beans, mung bean and rice, you know, getting some veggies, getting a small portion of vegan protein in with every meal, getting used to and understanding what 10 grams of protein actually is, or what 40 grams of protein actually is. That's a can of beans, right? So for how long it takes to get results, for people focusing on strength or aesthetics, just be consistent. Be consistent. Make everything 1% better each time you go to the store, each time you cook a meal, each workout, 1% better, and don't do it for someone else, right? I don't know. I don't actually have advice, right? I'm just spewing a bunch of nonsense. I didn't think about an answer. Hey, Sizzle Moon Song, good to see you. How long has it been since I shaved my face? 4, 5, 6 years. Yeah, it's been a while. Leopold Schfelt. Can cheese be part of a healthy diet? Yeah, sure. I was just thinking, I used to eat a bunch of cheese boards. Yeah, who knows? I think a lot of people don't understand that, in my opinion, fats are good for when you're doing extended trainings. Extended trainings, you're maybe not focused on recovering from like 2 minutes to 2 minutes, but just from a performance perspective, like what a fat actually does is if you have like a week, like a 3-day to 7-day sort of program where you just say, I'm going to run 25 miles over the next couple days. I'm going to try and get 3 different weight sessions in. I think fats are great for keeping the body moving. And that also applies, like if you guys are learning chess, if you're in school or whatever, don't be taking advice from a fucking weird 35-year-old like myself. But if you're not in school, you're learning about your profession, or you're reading philosophy, you got interested in physics or speed running, I don't know, whatever it is. Fats are also good because you can be in that room and be performing and learning, even if you don't feel like you're blitzed out to like the 10s or something, like, with some, fucking gushers or whatever it is. Pardon my French, guys. Pardon my French. Hey, ST, thanks for saying hi. Good to see you. Ruben Arias, good to see you. Ralph Perry, good to see you. Good to see you. Are you 80-10-10? JF, I don't know what you mean. Can you tell me? 80-10-10. I'm not 80-10. I don't know what that means. No fat, lots of protein, and routine is critical. Eat the same time every day. Yeah, cool. Cool. Midnight Fuego. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. And ain't nothing in this world is free. And no, I can't look back. I can't go down. Oh, Lord, I could. 'Cause there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Let's go, baby. Pop. Good to see y'all. What do you want? For supplements, nothing. I'm on a vegan diet. Obviously, I'm not that big. I'm a runner. I run. I used to bike a bit. I used to lift a lot. When I lifted a bunch, I've taken pre-workout consistently. I've taken plant-based protein powders. I've eaten, like a big package of plant protein each day. I've done that stuff. I used to be big. Big. I weighed 235. I was overweight at the time, not in a good way, not in a knowing way at all, right? I was obese and not in a good way. And so who knows? Some people might say, well, David Goggins would say, well, oh, that Duck guy's a bitch. Stay hard, Duck. You're a bitch. You're eating donuts and stuff. Duck, stop eating donuts. Duck, cut that shit out. That's what David Goggins or, Jocko as a SEAL captain would have told me. But it just took me because, I had a way I wanted to live and a place I wanted to be as a 35-year-old trying to do this stuff again, trying to be healthy. And so my supplements was, for a while, very complete. It was very supplemental, though. I didn't think like I need protein to bulk my muscles. When I was younger, that's how it was, and it worked, right? It was working for me at that time. And just given my philosophy and stuff, on my journey from 235 to as low as 150, 155, so like a fairly drastic change. Your body needs energy to do that as well. How tall are you? If you're over 6 feet, 230, not that bad. Yeah, no, sometimes I'd say I wish, right? I'm not that tall, right? Tired, not that tall. I'm like 5'10", 5'11". 5'10", 5'11", depending on what my spine is doing that day. Would it be invasive to ask if you're bipolar or a neurodivergent gent? Sizzle Moonsong? Yeah, maybe some other time we can talk about that kind of stuff. I don't want to do that when I just got done with a fitness routine. I will mention for folks, if you have been diagnosed or symptomatic neurodivergent, I mentioned like doing really anabolic workouts change your metabolism, right? All that stuff changes your metabolism. So, it's just something a doctor might tell you, not like be aware of it. You have to be aware of this, young man. I'm telling you, for the last time, you need to be in control of yourself. Like, I'm not trying to tell you guys that. I'm just saying, be aware that, you guys think that 2 scoops of Bang pre-workout powder or like fucking kryptonite or something like that, right? These old school crazy energy powders, the Rhino boner pills you guys can get at fucking Circle K or whatever the fuck it is. Pardon me, but you guys think that's strong. Well, Peter Attia and Joe Rogan, Sanjay Gupta and Dr. Rhonda Patrick will tell you that, well, as it turns out, just having the neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine and tryptophan, these things that are precursors ultimately to human growth hormone and testosterone and adrenaline and basically all of these metabolic byproducts of these things that all tell your body how well it's working. Those are strong too. Those are strong too, even if you're not getting, stoned off those, even if you're not getting, that sort of niacin tingling from it. So no offense, guys, but that's just how I feel. Get to 185, perfect for your height. That's big as fuck, dude. 185. Yeah, Daniel. I think, so get to 185. If I got to 185 the way I wanted to, which would be like, just to be honest, I would see myself working out for like an hour a day. I'd get back, I'd be able to take a nap. I'd get to be able to think about what I was going to eat then. And then I'd be able to sort of think about what I was going to watch then. And then I'd be thinking about like what comes after that, no offense, but like if I got to 185, like the way, not like a beta male, but not like an alpha either, right? Just like a guy like me got to 185. I mean, I'm just saying I would be cut, dude. I'd be like ready for the beach again. Like definitely, dude. All day, bro. I'd be cooking it up and working, How many inches you got? I don't know what that means. How much space do you have? How much space can you complete a workout in? Your arm, your leg? Hey, David Wayne, good to see you. Cool, you just pop up on my doom scrolling like this. Subbed. Hey, cool, thanks, bro. Yeah, I just got done with a fitness workout stream. That's why I have my shirt off. And yeah, we might be doing like some other live stream, but we ain't in a rush. Fellow Flow fan, hell yeah. Yeah, the Powder Dusty Flow State, good YouTube. Flow's like my not that close to him big brother. I like Flow a lot. He's a smart guy, bro. Lone Macaroni, that'll run in your blood from your stomach, almost impacting your genes. Stronger than the brain with experience. I don't know what you're talking about, but generally, yeah, absolutely. Anything that happens in your body can change how the neurons in your stomach or your head or anything process things. Just your disposition towards certain activities, movements, whatever it is. And then if you're living with a full fridge or a decently full fridge, that abundance mindset itself, having that is like also an informational cue. But most of you guys don't need to know that. I just mentioned, just for people new to the channel, my average subscriber, 85%, we try and make content for everyone, right? Basically, but 90% of folks are older than 18 to 25. And so the fitness content, some of the talk topics, we try and make it accessible to everyone, but because we got 80% of our audience that's a little bit older, right? A little older. And so we don't really pull punches on some of those topics. Yeah. Hey, Sizzle Moonsong, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi in chat. Bro, did you watch UFC last event? Topuria versus Oliveira. No, I did not. I haven't been up on SR Daddy. Yeah, Senpai Daddy, what's up? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, brother, sister, cousin, whoever. I didn't mean to gender you, my bad. But good to see you. I haven't been keeping up on UFC. I usually cheer for the wrestlers. So you guys might not like me, but even like Ben Askren, Ben Askren, I was like, oh, that motherfucker's a wrestler. He's just like a mean kind of like whatever funny wrestler. So Ben Askren, yeah, obviously when we see like, whoever it is, yeah, a lot of the guys with like Muslim names and stuff, a lot of the Muslim UFC fighters have a wrestling background. So I do like them. Khabib, obviously, a really good wrestler. I used to love watching the Iranian wrestling team in the Olympics and the U.S. wrestling team. It was good with Kurt Angle. Oh, yeah. Those were some big motherfuckers. You guys remember Rulon Gardner? Any of my fight fans? Logan Paul, yeah, cool. Or just do calisthenics. You'll get shredded. Look like yeah. So Daniel makes a good point. I think working out for aesthetics, if you can do it, if you can pull it off, right? Everybody's got those things. I obviously don't. I won't say obviously, but I don't do that stuff. You guys can see just naturally, I've got this stocky neck that lurches forward. I like being part of stuff. I got to catch myself. Even being 35 and a little older and mature, I love being part of stuff. And so yeah, for me, it's like, well, if I'm in an energizing situation, I'm like, what's happening? I'm just going to sit here and listen, right? I'm part of the team. That's all you need to tell me for me to feel secure and comfortable. So yeah, body weight stuff in terms of aesthetics. But yeah, everybody's different. Everybody's got different genes. Genes aren't always about your insertions. You guys want me to shake it out a little bit or whatever it is, pop, make space and time disappear on your ass. But without that, yeah, I don't know. Hello, the show. Love the plan. Someone else, thank you. I appreciate that. There's people watching you outside. Jermaine Jiggy, I don't know what that means. I hope you're okay, though. Hope that's okay, everybody. Yeah, you can get attention anywhere you work out. Attention doesn't hurt or help, in my opinion. So sorry. Yeah, don't tell your mama and your dada. Don't tell anybody. Your buddy Duck says that, you can be the one to lock yourself in a room, in a garage, a small space, get some work in. You can be the one to go find, that mile stretch of concrete that you can just run back and forth on, a nice loop, whatever it is. Just leave your front door. You can go get some plyometric workout outside your house, Yeah, unless you got, whatever, it's gangland, right? Unless Pooh Shiesty's old crew is outside your house, you can just do plyos out there. Unless Pooh Shiesty or, whatever they got going on in fucking Texas and Bama right now. And everybody's getting in a little bit of that trap lifestyle. I love it. Baby. I love it. No fear. I'm sure you want to get boy or girl. Yeah, some people work out for romantic reasons, but I would just say being comfortable, because I'm old, I'm 35. Maybe the really nice people in chat will say well, I can see Duck's six-pack right now. I'm not saying that he has a six-pack, but I'm saying somewhere inside of him, emotionally, he has a six-pack. Those are the really nice people, So not working out to have a certain body type for a certain type of person, or, kind of just being aware that, being able to sit on a internet live stream or be at home with yourself, right? When I was younger, I'll tell you this. So I probably had a slightly unhealthy obsession with aesthetics when I was younger. And it wasn't it wasn't like I was going clubbing and stuff, right? At this time I was in college, I had the presidential scholarship. When I transferred to university, I did the honors college and stuff. I had above 4.0 GPA, but I was working out all the time. And there was a point in time where I felt like if I ate something, I would wait 20 minutes and then I would feel like I would need to go run a mile or do push-ups because I ate. And maybe, who knows, maybe in some possible world, right? I could imagine if I was just getting introduced to a US diet, but I wasn't though, right? A US diet, in college, 2,500 to 3,500 calories a day. Yeah, I was active, I was walking 4 or 5 miles at work probably each day, 2 to 4 miles, depending how busy I was. I would run about 20 miles a week. I would lift about 4 to 5 times a week. Like the old Dave Chappelle, 3 bong hits and, whatever else. I don't know if I can say that stuff here, but 10 pull-ups, 5 sets, 20 push-ups, 5 sets, 20 bodyweight squats, 5 sets, and 4-mile walk. Just do abs workout. It's achievable. Hardest is the diet. Yeah, cool. Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you an alcoholic? No, I don't drink. I don't drink. I'm a vegan. I do ethical vegan stuff. My body moves around a little bit more than some people's. But yeah, I don't know. Am I an alcoholic? I don't have anything that remarkable about me, so I apologize to you if I did have something that was more remarkable than something. Then okay, you know. Some people, in terms of aesthetics and strength, are either ahead or behind that point. So there you go. John Austin, good to see you. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Someone whose name is in Sanskrit, I think, is saying diet is the easiest for me. What's up? That's very cool. I'm glad to hear that. Happy to hear that. Yeah, I've got certain diet things. So because I've been doing plant-based for like 4 years, like eating meat's not hard, even if there's like really delicious or good smelling hamburgers. I just think about it again and I'm like, personally, no offense, I don't want to eat that. But stuff like Oreo cookies are vegan and they're so easy to eat an entire pack at once. Yeah. Pizza hamburgers. Yeah. Yeah. I used to eat a ton of fucking pizza, bro. Yeah. Subham. Sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly, but yeah, good to have you here. Good to have you. My name is Subham. Yeah, good to have you. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a global audience too, so I'll just let people know 86% of our audience is in the United States. 14% is all over the world. So what that means is, like last night's stream, the most concurrent viewers we had, I think, was about 100. So that would mean that 15 people and maybe, 3 or 4 people in chat are from places that, if you're in the US, that maybe you don't know the name of the city they're from, right? Maybe you've only heard about the country in geography class. So, yeah, so one of the things that is important for me is, just, as long as myself and a couple folks in chat, we're being inclusive and doing the right things, and however you see that or something, it's all good. So good to see all y'all. Can you grab a camera for a Lamar edit? Thanks, bro. Chicken nugget. I don't have a Lamar edit. I saw on my YouTube shorts, I saw John Wall. I saw John Wall and someone else. I forgot who. Heinz Ward. I don't know who it was. Yeah. I think a Chris Conti edit. Marisol Sota, good to see you. Hello. Do you know everything is nearly gluten? Yeah. Over time and with our microbiome sort of evolving in vivo, and all this other stuff, and whatever other genetic factors and the ways our organ and brain and CNS functions. Some people do have gluten sensitivity. Some people think they do. Some people develop it. Some people actually do. You know what your body likes to eat and what it doesn't. And everybody usually has foods or meals that don't make them feel good. And so, yeah, something like even like a quinoa, just the protein in quinoa is 6 different amino acids. So very scientific stuff. And yeah, it's scientific. Like I used to make Indian mung dal with some curry powder. It's one of those things you can just put on the stove and your stove's running for a couple hours, but you got food cooking in a couple hours too. So mung dal, when I'm stuck in my diet, just having a couple days of whole foods helps me. Yeah, I forgot his name. If I look like an actor. We famous, baby. We getting famous out here. A guy from Kick-Ass McLovin? Hell yeah. Ow. I'm gonna put a shirt on. I'll be right back, guys. Chat, hold it down for me, guys, while we're gone. Guys, while we are gone, hold it down for me, bro. He says hold it down for him. Hold it down. Oh. I should have been singing in the microphone while, not that I have a mic, but I should have been singing in the mic while I was out of frame. If I had wings like Noah's dove, oh, I'd fly the river. Oscar Isaac, to the one I love. Fare thee well, my lover, fare thee well. Oh, I had a man who was long and tall, moved his body. What's up? Charles says, I'm built like a doormat. Well, I dress like a gimp. Fare thee well, my lover, fare thee well. Sure as a god is from up above. Life ain't worth living without the one I love. Fare thee well, my lover, fare thee well. I used to sing a lot more, but now I traded Uncle Sam and Uncle Central State in China for these stupid fucking drug sticks that are available to folks over the age of 18. Get out of here. Chicken Jockey, Jesus himself. Y'all got any of those ceramic jockey wheels? Y'all got any ceramic jockey wheels? I do love fitness gear, whether it's bicycles, which are probably, well, they're not. Now every category of fitness gear, there's some like, right, this is like, instead of Hollywood deciding to do something, you know, I don't say deep state because I think there's actually people that believe that. But instead of like, you know, Hollywood the man, Hollywood the collective consciousness of, you know, evil, enjoyable, family-friendly entertainment, you know, deciding what we're going to watch on TV, like fitness himself, him, her, their self, decided that like, look, if you're a fitness enthusiast and you're him, you're going to spend at least like $10,000 to $15,000 a year on equipment, you know? Like if we come up with a better form of steel, then we're going to put neoprene on it. And then if we come up with a better form of neoprene, then we're going to cover it. We're going to make it rubberized. And then if we come up with a better rubberized version, we're going to make it like soundproof. And like, so neutrinos from, you know, from all across the universe can actually be detected in your hand weights. OnlyFans. We were going to do a debate yesterday. I put it in the title of our indoor live stream, kind of like this, but you know, I worked out for 45 minutes in this one. We were going to talk about OnlyFans again yesterday, or no, that was 2 or 3 days ago. I wanted to do feminism. I wanted to talk to Dux. Are you an actor? No, I love Hollywood. I loved Parks and Rec. I have like 2 or 3, 4 shows that I've loved watching. I loved Narcos on Netflix. Narcos and Narcos Mexico. I love those ones. Yeah, blabbering, all that kind of stuff. Oil up Big Dog. They took Diddy's baby oil. Yeah, so, yeah, but, you know, it might be time to crash out on the stream. I think Don Ray is right. Y'all got anything else? If y'all are just chilling, hanging out, there are probably dozens of other people making stuff right now, or you guys can go watch an old like Neil deGrasse Tyson lecture or some shit. I don't know. Go look up Francis Fukuyama and the End of History. Yeah. Go read some ideology or geopolitics and tell me what you think on one of our other live streams. Like and subscribe if you guys want. Like and subscribe. We've had a close to 100,000 people. Like 90,000 people over the last week or so join our live streams. We've had close to 10,000 chat messages. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Yeah, and a lot of times it's a chill stream like this. We've got 20, 30 people. Maybe once a week or so we'll hit the like streaming limit. We'll have 200 people in the room or whatever. It's whatever. I can't keep up with like what people are saying when it gets like that. So it's obviously not bad for Duck's Y for the channel, but for me, Duck personally, it's fine to talk to y'all. I honestly mean that. And so, yeah, it's just cool. As long as people aren't getting bullied in chat, there's no harassment. I'll read messages, and if people say something, without like attacking or holding someone accountable, like me being the one doing that, like, I'll pin your message up. We'll have a conversation about it and stuff. But yeah, we do some like big brain stuff. Try and make it inclusive for everybody, and like, right, there's not just one way to big brain stuff. There's lots of ways to do that shit. So just talking shit, don't take it personal. Oh, no, it's all good, dude. A lot of times when people are talking shit, like, I'm not telling people to be self-conscious, but it's a little bit right. Guy Johnson, greetings from Kentucky. Yeehaw. Yep, good to see you. I'm in Arizona, my friend, so good to see you. What do you think about the LA riots, Don Ray? Yeah, they're just that. I think they're peaceful protests that a little bit, I didn't like that, the DHS, Kristi Noem said on the first day. This tells me almost everything I need to know, right? It's not like factual reality, but Kristi Noem, the Department of Homeland Security secretary or whatever it is, she said there were 1,000 violent protesters. That was the message they put out on the first day. And in fact, on the first day, there were 157 or 165 arrests for people failing to disperse. So this was like stereotypical historical civil disobedience. My hands to God, put the zip ties on me. Take me away, officer. Take me away, officer. What else did we do wrong here? You and I both agree nothing else happened here, right? Hands to God, right? First responders, Blue Lives Matter. I don't give a shit. You don't have to say any of that. So on day one of the LA protests, 165 people were willing to get arrested for civil disobedience, and they said there were 1,000 violent protesters. I watched outside the ICE facility. They secured a perimeter in less than 2 minutes. Right? They opened the doors, a couple smoke grenades went out, they walked out, everybody backed off, right? You had a couple people kind of pushing, seeing what they could get away with. That's not 1,000 violent protesters. That's you guys set up a perimeter in 2 minutes. I'm not telling you guys to be police like that, but once you know that, once you know all of the stuff that it's important, 165 people didn't get arrested for Molotov cocktails on the first day, then relative to the LA protests, I think what happened after this, right? LA, a city with a $1.1 trillion GDP, right? A city capable of protecting their own facilities. After this, Donald Trump sent out Predator drones, right? These are drones meant to carry light to mid-range ordnances and blow things up. He sent out a literal attack drone to go monitor people in Los Angeles after this. So I always think the reason that we have a respect of what tyranny means, the reason we keep a safe distance between the federal government and citizens, even as a progressive, that stuff is equally important to me. So yeah, I don't care if you guys say Blue Lives Matter, whatever. Cool, look at something that way, but then, be able to take it outside that narrative. Pink Horizon, hi. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Constantine says Michelle Obama 2028. Yeah, I'd listen to Michelle Obama. Jariel Creole, Duck Dynasty. Yeah, good to see you. I think that guy was it that guy that got arrested? Amazon Lizard says lies. Let me know why. Let me know how. What goes on over here? Peekaboo. We try and do politics, philosophy, social ideology, geopolitics talk. We try and do quite a bit. We have a really diverse audience, small channel, but we've been growing quickly the last couple of days. Over those last couple of days, yeah, we've got folks ranging from age 25 to 75 that stop by our channel. So you never know who you might talk to. And you get to hear lots of different opinions that aren't like, super hard hitting. Sometimes we've got some real honest people, real honest people. But and then I work out sometimes. I work out sometimes on camera. Nothing crazy. I might stop that, but I might not stop that. Hey, have you heard about the philosophist Nick Gurr? I haven't. Somebody else brought up the name Nick Gurr the other day. Going to work knowing you could be shot for just pulling someone over for a brake light or killed because you showed up to a call where someone snapped. Yes, they deserve respect. Yeah. So my uncle was a police officer and then a homicide detective in Chirac in Chicago for his career. So I do have a healthy respect for the police, and it's also very obvious when you understand that a lot of police officers are somewhat philosophical or fairly philosophical. A lot of good police officers are fairly disciplined. A lot of good police officers are scholars of the law. Some even go on to get JDs. And a lot of police officers do have respect for force. You also see that the sort of outer coverings and some of the inner machinery in those situations means that even in the best possible world, it's believable that there is either abuse or corruption that can happen. There's always that possibility. So most cops from Chicago are turds. Yeah, my uncle isn't a motherfucker. Like, I don't know. He's the nicest guy in the world, right? Nicest guy in the world to me. But I wouldn't, he was a guy that, he, just his age, he was in the Marines for a couple of years. When he got done with his Marines, he went out and did inside sales stuff. And then he got hired by the police department. So he, like some people, ended up where he should be. Same thing. He ended up where he should be. So that's why I've got healthy respect for. And here's the other thing. If you guys are on my channel, if you guys are gonna be Blue Lives Matter, if you guys want to be rhetorical about it, okay, cool. You guys just heard me. I'll do that with you. I'll do it too. But if you guys are going to be Blue Lives Matter, and then you're also not going to give sort of fair credit to some of the political conversations, like, yeah, when does your department, how long are they actually okay to be on a hiring freeze? What's the political consequence of asking the question, where do you draw the line for funding police, and what else comes along with hiring more officers, and these types of questions. And so what's the actual optimal solution? Ask both questions, right? Actually support police, help them build a good department, help the community build a good department. And yeah, when we see cases of injustice, you also have to be honest about that, right? You have to sit there and, even if you disagree, listen to the intersectionality of stuff. That's how you support the police, is you be honest. That's how you support people that, could have unjust run-ins with the police, right? If there's a million interactions, some of them didn't need to happen. And so support the process, trust the process. Screw the honesty. All right. Daily dose of dopamine. Let me go find you, bro. Person. Hello. Charlie Ronnie, good to see you as well. Guy Johnson, good to see you. We love our trans kings. Yes, we do. Rando, good to see you. Big Beautiful Bill. Okumu Johnson, hey, how are you, brother? Good, how are you? I'm looking for someone's comment right now. I'm from Arizona, William. You see, he is a Marine. I'm not. That's why he was cool. Oh, my uncle. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yep. William Legg. Yes, still from Arizona. Someone's from Tennessee. I'm looking for somebody's question. Can't stop core. Eric Sachs. Eric Sachs says Michelle Obama has a very big and strong chungus. Yeah, that got caught by the YouTube algorithm, but good to see you. Can you name a country in Africa that starts with K? I don't know. What is useful about naming a country? My bad if I didn't ask till now.
Who's writing whenever you want it?
Okay, thanks. Name a country in Africa that starts with K. Kenya. Kenya, sort of a Central African regional stabilizer a little bit. I love Kenya. Kenya, you guys want to see something? Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. I'm going to sing while I'm gone. If I had wings like Noah's dove, I'd fly the river to the one I love. Fare thee well, my lover, fare thee well. And welcome back. We're back to Ducks Y. Thank you all for tuning in today. Somebody's asked about Kenya, and we don't know anything because we're dumb American. And so today we have a running shoe from the nation of Kenya. There's at least one nation in Africa that starts with K, and in this case, it's Kenya, and they make running shoes. This is the I-10, which means to travel in Kenyan. A traditional Kenyan dish is called sumaka wiki, meaning to last the day. It's a combination of dark green collard greens, oftentimes mixed with either ox or goat meat. I'm a vegan, so I make sumaka wiki using a vegan beef sometimes. Mung beans are also a food that I believe grows in Africa, along with some cereal grains. All of Africa, bro. And so this is the I-10 from Enda. It's a nice, flexible but sturdy daily trainer. And so when you think of a daily training running shoe, because you need shoes, you need a shoe. If you want to be happy with the shoe you buy, if you're excited to go for a run, these are sturdy with enough room to flex. You can stand up on your toes, and it has a supportive but flexible heel cup for natural foot and leg movement. You are able to run naturally how you want while also aligning up through the hip and even through spinal rotation. So this is for a TPU sole shoe, just something they glued on top out of Kenya, Africa. This Enda sneaker, I was a big fan of it. Yeah, it's a great shoe. You know, a good running shoe, you can get about 1,000 miles. A good shoe, you can get about 300 or 400 miles out, which is respectable. Within that time period, you also, while you are getting 300 to 400 miles out of a sneaker, you know, you sort of learn to run with that natural style. You learn to be able to stand up from your steps and kind of create that settling into a rhythm. So I'm not that good of a distance runner, but I know a little bit about form and technique and all that. My bad, I was making a joke. Can you answer my riddle though? Michelle Allen says hi and hi. Hi. Hello, superhero. Oh, 929. Steve, good to see you. They are China's China. Cool. Good for you. Keep your night job. Floyd D, thank you. Am from Uganda. Oh, cool. Okubu Johnson is from Uganda. I don't know that much about Uganda, but welcome. I'm a political science major, which means that I probably didn't learn very much about Uganda, but I took a class on the EU when I was younger. Somebody's throwing me around. Vlat X says involuntary celibate. Would you rather watch a tree grow or okay, cool. I'd rather join Shin Bet. How about that? I'm not even Israeli, and I'd rather join Shin Bet. Just kidding. I don't know if you're even allowed to say that. All right, guys. I'm tired. We only did an hour and 20 minutes today, but yeah, I worked out in the garage earlier, so I am personally cooked. You guys are awesome. Andy Herring says peace from Brooklyn. Peace, bro. Yeah, if you guys want to like and subscribe, I probably won't go live again tonight, but tomorrow we'll get back to like the talk show content. We'll get back to some like chat and subscriber sort of conversations, discussions. We'll do some politics, geopolitics. I won't look like crap because I won't have just ran. Ace Levacy, good to see you. Thanks for saying hi. Keith, what is your purpose right now on here? I don't have to answer you. Keith, I appreciate you though. When is the time you did something kind for a loved one? Keith, get the fuck out of my chat, bro. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here, but like when I just got done working out, I'll just do this. There you go, buddy. If you guys want to do moral high ground stuff, wait until you actually have a point or an argument or a context or a lens. Sorry, Keith. No offense. Get the fuck off my channel. I don't want people... I don't care if you judge me usually, but if you're going to judge me and tell me I have to respond to it, you're not offering a lens or an argument. Sorry, bro. Peace. 24 hours. If you want to subscribe and try again, brother, try again, right? Is that what you wanted? Do I do that ever? Is that the first time I did that? Yes, it is. There's your answer. I'll show you. That's 86,000 seconds we just banned someone from the channel for. Hey, Bob, what's up? Good to see you, brother. I was just closing out the stream. We were talking about MK Beta today because I had my shirt off in my garage, Bob. Bob was also part of MK Beta, which is the ironic name for how the CIA experimented on humans to create sigmas and alphas. All right, let's... What are we up to today? Dude, I'm going to go eat some dinner. I'm going to go eat some dinner. I'm closing off the stream, but good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know if anyone was a troll, but if you were curious about how some YouTubers say, I'm going to turn everybody against chat, or I'm going to turn everybody against the host, or I'm going to turn everybody against MAGA, I'm going to turn everybody against the Democrats. You guys know I'm centrist progressive. You guys know I'll talk about atheism or secularism, or I'll discuss theology on my channel. I will do any of it. But if you guys come in here and you want to turn people a certain direction and tell them what to think, you want to tell them what to do, you already achieved greatness, or your idea achieved greatness. Well, let's see how true that is. Let's see how true it is. Let's talk about it, though. If we have no other option except to not talk about it, but to do something about it, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick your ass off my fucking channel. 24 hours or for 12 hours. And daily dose of dopamine, we are still yapping, baby. We are still yapping. Give me something good to turn my prefrontal cortex on, chat. Kane, good to see you. What are you smoking, bro? Yeah, I used to have a wood chip smoker in my backyard before I was vegan. I'm an ethical vegan now, but yeah, if you guys give me something good to turn my prefrontal cortex on, with anybody, right? Yeah, you and I can have a great conversation. We can be actively listening to each other. But it's also the case some people come here because, if you guys want to get to know me, cool, I'll tell you about myself a little bit each stream. Or you guys want to get to know each other in chat, right? No doxing, no getting too personal, but yeah, share each other's ideas and shit. I'll just sit here and talk and fucking blab for a minute. No offense again for the profanity, but the other side of things is some people want to know what I've read in the last week, or they want a perspective on an idea that they already know, or they want to hear other people doing that same thing. So trans rights, hell yeah. Yeah, trans rights. So I'll tell you my default position I'll tell people is we should have 100% transparency as well as purpose and intention around trans healthcare. I am 100% supportive of the conversation about a constitutional amendment for trans rights. That's my personal political stance. And so, yeah, I know people that are a little more progressive than I am, right? Not conservative, but a little more progressive will say, well, we should just really be like only focusing on, the most important thing is a constitutional amendment for trans rights. Yeah, and so that person and I, we do agree about some things, and there might be periods of that dialogue that I'm not comfortable fully participating or committed to, right? There's other ways where I definitely will commit to that conversation because it's fun and it's the right thing to do, I think. But yeah, on the other side, the reason I feel that way is, yeah, I consider that if other people don't understand a trans clause in the Constitution, they don't understand they can't explain to me what a sort of post or trans identity future looks like, then is trans rights moving into that space too much? I don't actually know. So no one group of people should have specialized rights. Yeah, Bob makes a fair point. Bob makes a fair point in his comment. Yeah, absolutely. I have a mother-in-law, God bless her soul, right? If you're an atheist, God bless her soul as well, right? I'm an atheist. But yeah, she is MS. And so, some people would say that the fact that you have to build a handicap ramp to a new building is a form of special privilege. Some people actually think that. As someone who's been successful in business, who's interested in that stuff, I think it's a very simple, slight, be a good boy, slap on the cheek to a business owner saying, think about 100% of your customers. Does the government usually do that? Well, I'm doing that right now. Grow the fuck up, get over yourself. Get over whatever it is. If it's $800 a year, you're going to get over it. You can't overcome that. Whatever, sell your fucking Xbox, kid. BK, get the fuck out of my lobby. Yeah, this guy owning a small business, he wants to sell used sports gear. He's born without thumbs. Now fuck out of my lobby, kid. No, see, my brain's a little fried. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off this stream. If you guys want to like and subscribe, this is the last time I'm pitching it today. And yeah, I'll see you guys all later. I'm gonna do an update on my next stream, just about some of our numbers from the last week. I know some of you guys care about it, some of you guys don't. I'm trying to get out of doing some of that stuff. I'm trying to get out of it, but yeah, what did George Washington say to the French on July 5th? Well, they said, "Is it necessary?" And he said, "Do we have to?"